the second tallest tower in the entire world.
We are in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
If you've been following our channel, you know we love to eat food. So what better way to kick off our Malaysia series than with some great food?
We are at Soong Beef Noodle, and I heard about this from a YouTube vlogger, and they loved the food here, so I had to give it a try. So I know it's not typical Malay food necessarily. We're in Chinatown, but we just had to start here because it looks so good. Okay, first of all, look at these menus. That's how you know the food's gonna be really good. So I got the beef ball noodle soup. I love beef balls, so made sense. And John got the beef slices noodle soup. And we were also recommended a honey lemon tea. That is our server's favorite drink choice, so we went with that.
Look how cute the cup is. It's got their logo and these little...
It's all branded.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to eat. Our meals have arrived.
It has arrived.
It looks so good. And then we poured a little hot sauce because, you know, we like things spicy. Or maybe you don't because you're watching from Malaysia and you just got here. So welcome. You like spicy food.
Yeah, so this is the first video in a whole series of Malaysia. We're here for a little while, so get cozy.
So I'm going to try the noodles first without any hot sauce or anything in it. Just the way it's meant to be tried. This noodle soup is really good. Okay. Classic, simple.
This is going to be so good.
Yummy.
The noodles are already saturated with the beef broth.
It's like rich but light.
Yeah, so it's a clear broth with a really rich beef flavor. Yeah, not thick at all. Very delicious.
Definitely need some spice though. You just spice it up a bit.
She got the famous meatball. Is it good? Now that I'm seeing the picture on the wall here, I kind of wish I got the meatballs, but
Sharing is good. It's quite juicy.
I got the beef slices.
How is it?
Oh,
Good.
super tender.
So you probably prefer that, right? Over the balls?
I don't know, those are very good. Sometimes they have a bit of an artificial, you're not really sure what meat it is flavor, but these actually taste very beefy.
And they didn't have any like fatty bits in it. I think so. He doesn't usually like the fatty bits in the beef balls, but this one's just very smooth. And they actually have it on the wall here. They must be like famous for it. It says springy smooth meatballs, and I can confirm that's exactly what they are.
But the strips are very good too. Like they're not chewy at all. They just melt in your mouth.
The flavors are so simple, but like so yummy. It's like such a comforting dish, and also there's ACs, there's fans going, as you can see right there, and the ACs are right here, so it's really comfortable. Because we were a bit worried about having a hot soup on a hot day, but we were determined to get this. So yeah, I'm gonna spice this up because we also just came from Thailand, so we're looking for that heat. Ooh. There's like bits of like meat in the broth, so it's not just a simple clear soup. Adding more of that hot sauce in is definitely the right call.
Yeah, I see why everyone comes here.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Really great way to start our Malaysia trip.
Also wanted to mention, this is a small portion, and this is, I would say, hefty. There's a lot of noodles in here, and like, this is plenty. I don't even know how much a large would have, but
yeah. I've been eating for like 5-6 minutes straight, and I feel like I haven't even made a dent.
Okay, so we're pretty much done our meals, but we're drink our drinks after our meals, people. So we're gonna try this honey lemon cold drink.
As recommended by the waitress.
I do love honey lemon. That is sweet. The lemon is tart. It's good. It goes really well with the soup.
That's very refreshing.
But yeah, this was a great meal. I would definitely recommend. What would you recommend? You had both. I didn't actually even try
I go with the meatballs.
Okay.
Just a little bit more flavor. As soft as the beef slices were, they weren't as flavorful as those meatballs. So I would stick with the classic, go with the meatballs. Once we finish up here, we're going to head out and explore Chinatown on foot. We have a few stops to make. And hopefully we can find some fun drinks or snacks along the way.
We'll see you then.
So while we're here in Malaysia, we have a little bit of a mission. We want to try as many of the must-try Malaysian dishes as possible. While we're here, we have a few weeks between Kuala Lumpur and Penang to try just a ton of food. So today we checked off one off the list with the beef noodle. We want to see what else we can find today on our journey. So while we're in Chinatown, we have to stop by the Central Market. It's a huge indoor and outdoor shopping market of handicrafts and local vendors selling a whole bunch of fun stuff. So we're gonna stop in there.
It looks like rain is coming. So we're gonna try and kind of stay in areas that are somewhat covered. It may end up in one of the malls. I don't know, we'll see. But it's much nicer. You can feel that cool breeze coming that comes before a storm or rain. So let's see.
Right outside of Central Market, before we go in, I just wanted to show you this here. It's like towering over the market, but then you turn around and there just casually is the second tallest tower in the entire world.
Merdeka.
The Merdeka 118.
Which also, depending on the angle you're looking at it from, it's like a giant shrimp.
Yeah. Yeah, it is just crazy. So it actually just became the second tallest because of this little spire on the top. So we came here to Central Market about a year and a half ago when we visited Malaysia last time. It's a really big market. It's 2 stories of all kinds of goods. You've got clothing, you've got jewelry, you've got trinkets and soaps and all kinds of things. So it's really a great place for souvenirs, and if you're into these kind of like artisanal gifts and things, definitely your place. This kind of shopping is not really our thing, so we don't really spend a lot of time here, but there is a food court here. They've got a little drink station, all kinds of Malaysian foods around here. And since we were here last time, they've actually built another food court in the lower level called Makan Hall. It's got this cool gray interior. It's a very like eco-friendly look. It is definitely one of the places like you have to check out when you're in the area. So we stopped by, and I'm glad we did. It looks like it's been renovated a little bit. They put a bit more money. It's a bit flashier than it was last time we were here.
We don't usually buy a lot of souvenirs and stuff like that because we're traveling so light. But yeah, it's definitely worth a little visit. It feels very like local, but fancy local. No matter where we are in the city, we're always under the watchful eye of Merdeka.
It's still quite gloomy up there. It hasn't rained yet, so we are tempting fate and we're gonna head over to the famous Petaling Street.
So this is your very like classic Chinatown market, like lots of deals, lots of stalls, lots of umbrellas. It's huge. Bargaining is a thing, so you can definitely find what you're looking for and then some.
And it is huge. It's not just one street, as the name might suggest. But you've got this street, you've got this street, and there's another one back here. So to say this is like a shopping, bargaining haven, you'd probably be right. It seems like an endless street of shopping.
We're at Butterkaya. It is in Chinatown, and we saw the drinks, the menu outside. It looked really cute, and we could feel the AC from out there. We were like, let's go in, let's have some tea. So here we are to have some tea. Yay! I got a teh ice with kinchow, and John got a teh C. The drinks are smaller than I thought. Actually, they don't look that bad in my hand, but they look pretty tiny than I remember the drinks being in Malaysia. But first drink, it's right in Chinatown, so yeah, we'll see. So originally John was gonna get this, and then he decided against it, but then I got intrigued and now I got it. So Xin Chow is just grass jelly. So it's soft grass jelly with tea ice, which is an iced milk tea. And I got it less sweet because I don't like things too sweet.
Is that chewy?
That was a mouthful of grass jelly. Very tight, very soft. It's delicious, but that was my entire whole sip. The tea almost tastes more chocolatey. I like mine a lot. You should try it. The grass jelly, the Xin Chow, is really lovely. The texture of it, it's softer than I've ever had anywhere before. Tea taste is strong, milky, not too sweet. It's great. Cheers.
So I have a very fond memory of the teas here in Malaysia. I'm very excited to be back and trying them again. So I got the Teh C, which is just milk tea sweetened. Yeah, bit of a chocolatey flavor.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's not very sweet at all though. It's very much tea flavor.
And you got yours regular sweet.
Yeah, I didn't get less sweet or anything. I wonder if they mixed ours up. Is yours sweet?
No.
Anyway, it's good. It's just, yeah, not as sweet as I expected or remembered, yeah. Okay, we're at the end of Petaling Street here. We're just about to leave, and look how cool the Merdeka looks.
On a gloomy day.
On a gloomy day, it just looks so unreal, like it's photoshopped in there.
Like an alien ship about to land, like it looks so unnatural.
Yeah.
With this lighting, because it still looks bright and vibrant and shiny, where everything else is like dark around it. It looks so cool. I've never seen it look like this.
Yeah, but I love the blue windows. It like reflects off the sky and the curves on there. Wow. Also with like the golden bricks behind.
Yeah.
Wow.
What a contrast.
That is a really nice picture.
So yeah, that little break with the drinks, it was good. It wasn't our favorite that we've had in Malaysia. We've definitely had some really good teh tariks, teh Cs before. So we're still on the hunt to look for, like, you know, something in a big frosted mug, frothy, like that's the kind of feel I'm looking for.
It didn't quite hit right. It's not what I had in my memory from last time we were here, so we're definitely still on the hunt for...
I mean, we have time.
Oh, we have lots of time.
We'll be having something like that every day.
Probably every day, yeah. But yeah, it's got to hit just like the one I had last time.
We'll get to it. But also, have you looked there with all the trees and stuff? And the blue, and then I just saw a transit, like a train go by amongst the green.
Oh wow, yeah, there's a monorail track right in there.
It looks so nice.
Look, just take a second and look at all the colors here. You got the yellow with the like rainbow over here, red brick, and then of course this guy over here, the greenery.
Watching ever so ominously.
Yeah, always watching. It's so beautiful here.
Yeah, and it's not really noisy actually. Like on the streets, we were just saying how it's not that loud. Every now and then you hear engines, but like people aren't honking or anything like that. It's quite peaceful. It reminds me of Singapore.
We've been doing so good to avoid the rain. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's thunder happening like every 1 minute or so. And we're seeing lightning all around us. The skies are getting dark, the birds are flying away, and it's getting a little scary in here. In like a post-apocalyptic movie kind of way. And of course, this is the part of our itinerary for the day where we have pretty much no shelter. We have no plans. We're done our drinks, we're done our lunch, we're out of the market, and we're just walking outdoors. So wish us luck. We're gonna continue on and we'll see what happens. The good thing about being in a thunderstorm here though is we've got a giant lightning pole here. This is something I fell in love with in Penang last time we were here, is these really cool arches over the sidewalks. Looks like they're partially owned by the adjoining businesses, so they're kind of decorated to match the restaurants and stuff. But they provide this perfect coverage, sometimes with fans, from the rain. So it must rain here a lot. I'm guessing that's where it all came from. But you really come to appreciate it on days like this when the rain is starting. Okay, the drops are falling on our heads, but we have one last stop. You probably will recognize this one. So this little alleyway is called Kwai Chai Hong. Very famous for its old traditional paintings on the wall. Some of them are quite attractive. I have to admit, it has quite a different vibe in here when it's about to pour rain and the leaves are blowing like there's going to be a hurricane. It's very cool. I really enjoy this alleyway. They also have these kind of hidden restaurants all throughout. There's a little bar over here. This restaurant, which you could only tell really from the sign here, and a little wine bar in here. I love the lanterns. It's such a cool place to walk through. You probably recognize this guy. And the Merdeka, always watching. And finally, the famous bridge with the two lovebirds. Oh yeah, that's us. And this lovely lady here. So that was a speed run.
Yeah.
But we would have probably got a lot more pictures than there, but it's already sprinkling on us.
Yeah, some big drops are definitely falling on our heads, so.
Yeah. So we're gonna try and find some shelter. And then probably head home. But, whoa.
Did you see that?
Wow.
That's why you wear it around your wrist.
Yeah. All right, so it's fully raining now, so we're gonna try and find some shelter and make our way home. But thank you for joining us on our first episode of this Malaysian series.
And if you've enjoyed our content, maybe next time it'll be a bit more sunny, but please do subscribe.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye. Kin chow?
Kin chow.
I got a